What if I told you how you were fuel scooping was wrong? Or at least, if there was a better way to do it without ever having a problem with overheating your ship by getting too close to the star. Let me show you the cheap and easy way on how to fuel scoop. I'll show you the way that everybody has been classically looking at how to fuel scoop, and then how to do it the chintzy way that will save you so much frustration. Alright, check this out. So we're going to jump into this star. And as you can see, it's a class M. We can fuel scoop on it. It's not a problem. We're going to get right there. I'll show you how everybody fuel scoops, and then I'll show you the way to fuel scoop without ever having an issue. Ever. Alright, now here's how everybody fuel scoops. They get over close to the star, they find their sweet spot, they get to an area where the fuel starts to come in, and they start circling around the star, right? And you do this, and you try and keep yourself in a blue zone for maneuverability, and you get on close, and you get up to where your fuel gets a good inflow, and then your ship starts to heat up, right? Right. Don't do that. Don't do that. Matter of fact, we're going to fly away from the star, and we're going to turn back around to it. Okay, and the cutter is slow as heck, so we're going to get a little bit of speed on it to try and increase the maneuverability. Okay. Now imagine you just jumped on into this star, and you're going to fuel scoop off of it. Approach like you normally would when you were going to start circling, but don't do it at high speed. Do it at low speed until your fuel scoop engages. It starts to kick, right? Okay. Now watch, because even though we're going slow, the fuel scoop is still doing its job. So just get to a point where you're at about 75% of the fuel scoop's capability, but you're not increasing your heat. So in this case, it's a little bit of a fuel scoop. It's not a very large one. But I'm going to get to 220, right? So I'm going to just park the ship here and go into low speed, and now I am going to go and get myself a tasty beverage while my ship does its job. I don't have to circle the star. I don't have to increase my heat. I don't have to get closer, but the fuel is still scooping into my fuel tank. So I am just going to fast forward, and we're going to completely top everything off, and I am never going to have to worry about the heat of my ship.
Fuel scooping complete.
Alright, here we are, less than a third of a few sips into a beer later, and the fuel tank is topped off. The heat never really increased. I was never in any problems or danger whatsoever with this ship. And now I can just continue on with my travels. That is how to fuel scoop without having to do that circling, without having to try and gain the peak efficiency of the fuel scoop. You just park kind of close, drop down into really low speed, and let the scoop do its job. That's how to go ahead and fuel scoop like a pro.